Hey there super scholars, welcome to the first video on my channel. In today's video, we are diving deep into a game-changing topic that will turbocharge your study sessions. So if you are a school-going or a college-going student, this video is made for you. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell icon because we are about to unlock the secrets of studying efficiently in less time. So let's get started with 5 powerful steps to become a top-notch A student who can study smarter, not harder. Step 1. Set clear goals. Imagine your study session as a road trip. You need a final destination, right? So that's where setting clear goals comes into play. Here's what you need to do. In a piece of paper, write down what topics you want to learn in the entire day. Now, according to the importance and urgency, sort and give a preference order of all the tasks you want to complete. Now, once you know the tasks you need to complete and which task you need to complete first, make a study schedule for the entire day. Make sure you give small breaks in between your study sessions. This will help you to study for longer hours and not make you feel overwhelmed. Break your study goals into smaller, manageable tasks and start doing those one by one. Setting clear goals and understanding what you need to do and which one you need to do first sets an entire roadmap for the entire day. Now on to step number 2, mastering time management. Time is the most precious resource that every student has, and mastering and understanding how to spend your time is very important. Time is the most important resource that every student has. So to study effectively and efficiently, you must master time. Create a daily and weekly study schedule. This helps in to spreading the entire amount of work you need to do throughout the week. Use time management tools and apps to stay organized. Managing time properly is the place where most of the students make the mistakes. Stay away from distractions. Keep your mobile phones away from you. Try to use as less of screen time that you can throughout the day. Of course, during online lectures and whatever resources that you need to use during your study sessions, those are important. But apart from those, try to stay disciplined and stay as much away you can from the distractions. Lastly, always remember it is the quality of the time you put in towards your goals and not the quantity. Sitting 10 hours a day every day and not absorbing and not giving your best for the entire 10 hours will not be really effective. Rather, if you're focused for 5 to 6 hours but consistently putting in those hours, that will bring a lot better results. So you must remember it is about quality. It's never about quantity. So now let's move on to step number 3, that is embrace active learning techniques. Gone are those days when we sit in front of our table with our books, notes and the study material that we get from our schools and tuition classes. But it is time to study actively. Studying actively is always better as it is easier for your brain to memorize and remember those topics for a very long time. So the traits that you can use for active learning is like, so for example, if you learn a topic, try to explain the same topic to some of your friends or juniors. In that way, you will get to know that which topics you are not being able to understand to your friends and juniors. Engage with your materials actively. Ask questions, make connections and discuss concepts with your peers. Plenty of study material is available on the internet and make sure you use them wisely. Always try to teach the material to someone else. Whatever you studied today, try to explain the same topics to your friends tomorrow, or if you don't find a friend to explain the topics, just imagine that there's a class of students sitting in front of you who is waiting for your explanation. This is literally the best way you will remember the topics you learned today for a very longer time, and with consistent revisions, you will remember it for a very long time. So these active learning methods make your study techniques a lot more efficient and it makes a lot more enjoyable for us to study. Moving on to the 4th step, that is having an optimized study environment. So it is very important for us to understand that we must sit in a table and a chair during our study sessions. Always study in a well-lit place which is organized and clutter-free. Try to keep your study place as clean as you can. Only keep books which you are going to study today or you will require within a week. Don't put all your books in your study table. This leads to a lot of anxiety and you feel that there's a lot of things you need to study. But in reality, there are very small amount of portions that you need to cover for a particular day. So keep your study environment clean, clutter-free, well-lit. Always sit on a desk and a chair, like always use a desk and a chair while studying, and keep only those books which are going to be useful for you during those days or maybe for a particular week, because bringing in a lot of material is not going to help. It is going to bring a lot more clutter in your mind. So stay organized, because an optimized study environment maximizes our efficiency. So the fifth and the last point is study smart, not hard. You must always remember, to have an effective study session, you must study smartly, not hardly. Focus on weak points, prioritize challenging subjects or concepts, use practice tests and quizzes to understand, and break your long study sessions into smaller sessions. You may use the famously known technique known as Pomodoro Technique, where you study for 25 minutes and take a 5 minutes break. In this way, you study for a long duration with maximum efficiency and give your brain the 5 minutes of rest after every 25 minutes. So in a day, if you're having 7 to 8 of these sessions, you're killing it, man. So you need to be consistent and you need to study smart. Always remember, it is not about putting in endless amount of hours, but it is about studying with strategy and studying efficiently in less time. So you can consider this video as a blueprint of studying more in less time. I've shared most of the resources which has always worked for me, and I hope that these tips will be really helpful for you. Make sure you set clear goals, master time management, embrace active learning, optimize your study environment, and practice studying smartly. So if you use these 5 steps properly, these steps will help you to supercharge your study sessions and bring your productivity to some next level. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you put a thumbs up, comment down below, and share this video with your friends and classmates so that they can also use this video as a framework and work towards their goals and be a part of this awesome community. Make sure you share it with your friends and classmates. Thanks for tuning in, and until the next time, study smart, study effectively. Signing off.